And first ever YouTube live, ladies and gentlemen. First ever YouTube live, man. Um, I don't never think I would get to this point. Y'all know I'm so used to doing pre-recorded. I know a while back I said I definitely would get to YouTube live, but hey, we here. We definitely here. Um, I'm just excited to be here. Definitely going to wait to see people come on here a little bit later. Hopefully, this to me is damn near weird. It is weird. Usually when you pre-record, you kind of shoot from a distance and you can kind of talk by yourself and with people usually too, but it is what it is. I say if I'm going to go for it, I'm going to go for it. So I know I was recommended by a lot of people to go live, but it is, man. It's here. Definitely let me know if you're here in the chat, man. Please feel free to shout out yourself in the chat. We definitely going to dialogue. Just to give people a brief about me, if you're new here, my name is Rodney. I'm Hot Rod, of course. I am a certified life coach, a certified behavior specialist, and also a certified motivational speaker. I graduated from TU, Temple University, of course, Media Studies and Production, class of 2022. I am currently in a master's program right now at Shippensburg University for literally, the program is a year. Believe it or not, it'll be finished. It's a damn long year. It'll be finished next summer. But I am in a program for strategic communication. So, just to level up my expertise. Please shout yourself out here, man. Glenn, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the chat, bro. I know you out there living your life in Florida. Don't forget about those out here in Philly, man. But I'm just excited, man. I'm excited to start this new journey. This is definitely something that I want to do for a long time, but I never thought I would. But pre-recorded to me got quite exhausting. If you watched my podcast episode previously, I said it was annoying to literally, pre-record and then edit. Literally, that shit's annoying. When you know what to go into production, man, that thing could take hours. It can take sometime days. If you don't have a team around you, obviously we just starting off. I ain't got no money like that, so. I got money to survive myself, but I ain't got no money like that to be freaking spending out and paying for people to do production stuff when I could do it on my own. Now, hopefully, maybe down the line, that can be the case, but for right now, that's not the case. So, you got to do it all. You kind of got to take videos and audio and merge it and synchronize and edit together. Then you got to import, export, upload on YouTube. It's a nightmare. And sometimes, guys, I know I hate to say excuses, but that literally sometimes took a lot of energy to do just for y'all to see a damn episode. So I said I'm gonna just swing it this way. Hopefully it can be entertaining. This is a podcast pretty much that's just entertainment purposes only. I'm not, I'm gonna do a little bit of trolling. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna use sports fans, so y'all gonna get all those damn trolls all the time, okay? Eagles all day long. Fly, Eagles, fly. Cowboys fans, take that. Y'all lost last night to the Broncos. In fact, let's look at the stats that we talking about. The Cowboys. The Cowboys last night, 44-24. The Broncos gave y'all 44 points. Dak Prescott stats literally 188 passing yards, 0 TDs, 2 interceptions. I mean, Dak will always be the gift that keeps on giving. We know that's never going to change. Trash, period, right? I mean, the rushing yards was terrible too. I mean, actually, it wasn't too bad. I mean, Dobbins had 111 rushing yards. I mean, he was pretty good. Bo Nix was 19 for 29, 247, yards, 4 TDs, 1 interception. Harvey had literally a rookie, 3 touchdowns. But Dak, damn though, that's just terrible. And he's supposed to be leading in the MVP. Well, one of the top leaders of the MVP race, but who knows now? That record is just terrible. Now let's talk about the Birds. Eagles. And this is why they're gonna make an excuse that he was injured, he got hurt. Listen, it don't matter. Okay, Skattebo, his boo. Peekaboo, 38-20. Okay, that was gonna happen regardless. All right, that was gonna happen regardless. It was no way that the Giants was gonna come to Philly and in a sweep the whole season. No way. It did not matter if he was gonna play or not. Jalen Carter was back in the lineup. Okay, that was missing last game. Quinyon Mitchell went out early. All right, Nolan Smith ain't back yet, but we got Nicole Dean. You see what happened when he came on board. All right. All that stuff they was doing last time, running up and down the field, that wasn't going to happen. It wasn't going to happen in this game. So regardless if Skattebo was going to stick out the whole game or not, he wasn't going to make much of a difference. He would have made a little bit, maybe the game would have been a little more tighter, but he was not. Giants was going to come to Philadelphia and beat him. It didn't sweep him for the season. No. Okay. Jalen Hurts, 15 for 20, 79 yards, 4 TD passes. Okay, maybe top 5 in MVP voting, but I know the media won't talk about that. Jalen, and 427 yards total for the offense. Okay, we know Saquon Barkley ran for over 150. Hopefully, good luck to him. Hopefully, that groin injury nothing too serious. The bye we're gonna heavily, hopefully, definitely heal him right back up. And everybody, all of them, Lane Johnson, everybody that's hurt, Cam Jurgens, all of them, hopefully come back healthier, better than before. Devontae Smith balled out. Okay, four touches over 100 yards too as well. Okay, Bigsby, Bigsby, who we didn't know had that capability in him. He came out balling too last night. I think it was 9 touches for over 100 yards too as well. It was balling. Okay, and they was gonna take it to the Giants regardless. Trash. All right, remind them who they were. Who they are, who they were, and who they always be. Okay, they can't come. They haven't beat Philadelphia in Philadelphia literally in what? Since 2011? No, that wasn't gonna happen. So, shout out to them. But on a serious note, let's back to Skattebo. The human. Listen, all jokes aside, all trolling aside, if you didn't feel for him, you got to question yourself as a human being. Okay, we can all be opposed for a team. We have opposing teams, whatever that we all we cheer for. We cheer for our own teams and we hate the opposing teams, but we don't hate human beings in the end of the day. And not to the point where you dislike someone, to the point where you happy and smiling to see someone get injured. So I'll say, as far as Skattebo, man, shout out to him. I fell for him. His foot was definitely torn. And I could say I experienced that. I broke my foot in the summer. Literally, if a lot of people may know, it's back in August. The first weekend of August, I had broke my foot, and it was a nightmare. It was definitely a nightmare, and I fell for him because the minute when I seen his foot went right and turned sideways, I just went, ooh. I mean, I thought of myself instantly. That bounce back. Hopefully, Skattebo, best of luck to you, brother. It's going to be a tough process. Definitely something I'll say for sure. It's a mental game more than anything. You're going to have your physical pain and all that stuff, but it's definitely a mental game at that point. I can remember when I was injured, just sitting up on the couch, my foot elevated up. You just think about all the thoughts. Everything comes to mind, man. Everything comes to mind. I was depressed. I was depressed for a while. I'll admit it. There's no knock on that. All of us go through stages in life where we might experience depression once or too many, maybe too many, once too many times for sure. And when I see how he fell, he turned and got injured, man, I automatically fell for him because I know that process ain't easy. I broke my own damn left foot. And you sit a lot of times with your own thoughts more than anything. You think about life in general. You think about the things you appreciate the most, which is your overall health, and how not to take that for granted. And you also, you consider the fact that when you compare yourself to others, those who are permanently disabled and can't even help and defend for themselves, that they have to rely on other people for the rest of their lives. That gives you a greater sense of appreciation for life in general. Feeling hopeless, powerless, helpless, asking for help, things that you typically could do on your own, you can't do at all. You're literally relying on people. And I wasn't the type to be like, oh man, I got to see who my true friends and who they call art. When you go to your own situation, listen, we came on this earth alone, we go alone. That's how I look at it. So I wasn't like all, I wasn't to a point where I was disgruntled, right? I wasn't disgruntled about the situation, how I felt. It was just a moment for me to realize, like, yo, you gotta, when you bounce back, this is your mindset. This is the type of mindset you should have. Invest in yourself more. Invest in your overall health. I miss just doing the simple basic things I love to do. I ain't never missed a time, and this is gonna sound crazy. I ain't never missed a time in my life where I actually was begging to go back to work. Like I literally was. It was like, I just wanted to be out. You know what I mean? Let alone doing my routine, going to the gym, which I missed. Boxing, what I miss. Going to yoga class, what I miss. just running and biking that I love to do. Like, this the basic things you enjoy in general, doing your activities, let alone going to the grocery store, going to the appointments, and it's just nuts. So you kind of have that a greater appreciation, and you know that, hey, when you are sending those thoughts, man, it's just having that willpower to not let it control you. It can lead you to a point where you question everything in life. Sometimes I contemplate, like, damn, man, like, is this really it? Like I know I have 3 months. I got to sit down, but like the setbacks, right? Because we all have goals and everything in life. And I remember my OG used to tell me one time. He said, "Listen, no matter what happened in life, right, you can be rushing and go anywhere." He always said the biggest rush is no rush, because once you get into an accident, you ain't going nowhere at all, right? You just stuck there for the moment. So it's like, my situation a little bit different, because I was having a little bit too much fun. I just dived into the damn lake and then forget I was 6'4", and the next thing you know, I damn turned my ankle and fractured in 3 different places. But like, it still was an incident. And I was like, damn, I had a long ambulance ride. How quick life just turned. Right? Literally, I'm having fun 1 minute, and then the next second is just boom. Everything just shut off. It's gone. It's done. Right? I'm in the back of an ambulance going to the ER now, and now pretty much had to prepare for surgery, and even that was delayed for a week. So, it sucks. But the road to recovery is definitely something that I learned from. Your body needs healing, but your spirits too. Sitting still can mess with your head and your motivation. But it's up to you to not let doubt, hone on you, and you hold on to that and let that pretty much set you back in general all the way around. Because I know that eventually, I'll fight back, and it shows the fight that you have in yourself. I mean, you have that willpower, like the spirit. So I definitely say, shout out to people out there who is dealing with all type of mental health, disabilities, whatever case may be, man. Don't give up. Keep pushing forward. It's Monday. It's definitely Monday motivation. I definitely wanted to make sure that I come on Monday live, because it's important for me. It's always important for me to start the week, right? I always feel like when you start Monday off right, it sets the tone for the rest of your week. Because a lot of times we come off the weekend not too sure what we got planned for the week, and that's okay. Sometimes you may not have it all figured out either. Sometimes it's going to take you a couple of days into the week to realize, all right, time to wake up, right? That's why we have hump day for. Some people will wait till Wednesday to wake the hell on up. And that's cool too, right? But, a lot of the times we just, we realize, like, we got to just find something. That's why if you follow me on Instagram, which is HOTROD'S BLAZING TOPICS, so, definitely on YouTube too as well, right? Not just YouTube, but Facebook and Instagram, TikTok. That's why I posted in my story this morning, whether it's finding a gym, right? Going running or going for a hike, do whatever it takes. Just don't let depression, hate pretty much make you hate things moving forward. Because it can make you question everything. It can make you question your own thoughts, your family, people around you, your friends. You realize who's there, who's not there. But at the end of the day, you have to realize it's your own self-inflicted wound. You cause it to yourself, so you can't expect people to be there all the time for you because you're at your lowest. Now, you would like people to be there and help support you in many ways when you're at your lowest, but that's not always the reality. So to me, it's not my approach of, I dislike people or hate people, whatever it is. It's just me learning, like, when I come back stronger, like, my mindset has to change that. And how can it not, right? How can I not learn from the situation? It don't matter if it's me going out to a parties. I don't even really party at all, really, to be honest with you. But whatever the case may be, is whether it's going to parties or going out with friends, hanging with people, whatever the case may be, like, I just learned in this process, put myself first. In any situation that I do, put myself first. Because a lot of times, we all have bad habits, and I have a habit of putting others first. I always want to reach out to help people. I mean, that's genuinely who I am. I love to help people. I can't help it, right? But sometimes I got to learn to help myself first. And by helping myself first is me putting myself first, right? Making sure that I'm good all the way around, right? Mentally, spiritually, physically, all areas of life, right? So I can then support me, maybe others too as well. But it's just something I definitely learned in this process, is to literally help myself. And that's protecting myself at all times in all decisions that I make, and not think twice about it or hesitate because I'm concerned about what someone else may think of me not being able to help them or be there for them. Because a lot of times I've handed out for a lot of people, but it hasn't always come back in return, right? And many of us can say that. So, I just wanted to come on here briefly, man. I ain't really going to be too long. I just wanted to chop it up, let people know, hey, this is the first live stream, Hot Rods Blazing Topics. We family. I love to connect with everyone. Please share, like, and subscribe. Let your friends know, your mama know, your grandma know, whatever. Everybody come on here. You do it. It's fun. It's fun vibes. Follow the channel. I don't have any other platforms that I'm dropping this on. It's just literally on YouTube, maybe Facebook down the line, maybe Instagram Live down the line too. I don't know. I don't care. But right now, definitely stick, spread the word out. I'm not going to say that I'm going to be here every single night. Maybe one day that's realistic, right? Because I have to be, like I said, part of me is putting myself first, and that's being realistic to me too, right? And that's knowing that that's probably not going to be likely right now. I am in the middle of classes, but I want to be there. I want to engage. I want to grow the channel. I want to make the best out of this. I think is a lot more deeper to what I can do outside this channel as far as how I can do things around the world that I want to, as far as my goals. But right now we got to take it a step at a time, right? So definitely support the channel, support your boy, spread the word, question, definitely engage in the chat when y'all on here, engage in the chat too as well. We're going to definitely talk about all types of topics, culture, mindset, environmental, relationship talks, not too heavy on that because I know there's a lot of that already going on. But if we do, we're going to be positive vibes only. We're going to give a lot of reactions to when things going on around the world. But it's just a little glimpse of it. Funny memes, sports talks here and there too as well. I love sports. I love football. I love basketball. Maybe football more than basketball now because basketball a little bit too soft, although football is definitely getting there too. But we're going to dialogue on a lot of things. But definitely stick to the channel, guys. I'm not going nowhere. This is it. This is what I'm giving. I'm not going to stop, stop. I'm not doing none of that. This is really going to be it. This is why I chose to do live. Right, so I don't have to worry about all the other recording type of stuff that's like, that takes up so much time that can literally make you mentally want to give up and quit at times. So definitely support the channel. I appreciate everybody coming on. This is a replay live, so you can definitely watch it again if you missed it. Please, once again, tap into the chat. Even if I'm not on here, definitely. I'll eventually see your comments later in the chat too as well. Let me know what you want to talk about. If it's an interesting topic you feel as though like, yo, we should touch on the hot rod. You should touch on this topic. Definitely stream it out in the chat too as well. And even on my social media, it's Hot Rods Blazing Topics. Once again, DM me. Let me know. Hey, yo, I think this topic is something you should touch on. I would definitely jump on it. So support your boy again. Spread the word. Hot Rods Blazing Topic. Have a good night, y'all.